Peace. I'm back. I ran out of space. I had to erase had to erase some videos. I got a lot of videos stored in that I've already like posted to my social media that I get lazy with like erasing them, but I had to just erase it. But what was I talking about? Um, yeah. Being authentic, and, because my sister, Miss Lady T, uh, that's my DC homie. She was speaking on it it was last night for me. It probably was early in the daytime for her. I was on her live. She was talking about authenticity. But authenticity is the new thorough. Authenticity is the new. It means you're decent. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? It's easy. It is easy if you're thorough. But if you're not thorough, and you fraud, like you're really a hater, like you turn your back, you hate no people, you turn your back, you're lying, you turn your back, nobody's looking, you're stealing. It's hard. It's hard on people like that. You know what I'm saying? But people who don't lie, who don't steal, who not haters, it's easy to me. I don't. I'll be happy for people. You name it. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Even with a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Even if got a girl that I like or whatever, I'll be like, that's what's up. You know what I mean? I don't hate me. It's either one or two or three things. Either she ain't meant for me, or in this modern society, you know how I go. I ain't gonna lie. I learned that at an early age. I was raised by some thorough wolves. You know what I mean? So you gotta when dealing with women, it's different kind of things. You gotta wait your turn. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate this. It's his turn or whatever. It may never be your turn, but I'm just saying, like, why would you be hating on somebody because they got a nice girl, a nice car, a nice house? They doing good. Because like I said, like I was talking about in the last video, because all the stuff go around in a circle. You know what I mean? You got business, the business may be booming, at one point in time, and then things may slow down, and then the guy down the street, he's doing good. Hey, don't get mad. In business, you got to compete or whatever. Like, I get that, but what I'm saying is, you know, uh, it's so much, let's say a law is so rich. The Most High Creator, Allah got enough wealth and provisions for everybody. You know what I mean? This is why hating is so unlawful. It's unlawful. And I'm gonna speak on it because this is what built me. Hey, cat, how you doing? Pretty little cat just walked past. We learned about impermissible envy. Like the envy. You have two different types. Permissible envy is the envy like somebody. You could see somebody have a beautiful family, a beautiful life. They're doing good. You could envy that person, meaning like you would like that for yourself, but you don't want them to lose what they have in order for you to gain something similar to that. So it's permissible for you to be like, oh, I wish I had that, like, full-on. You know what I mean? And then, but what makes it impermissible is when you, like, you know, you wish that you had it, but you wish that they would lose it also. You see where the impermissibility, that type of thing. And, like, you wish that you were rich, but you see a rich guy, a girl who gives a lot of charity with their money. And you wish that you could operate and function like that. So you envy them for that. That's permissible for you to envy people in that way. Uh, Impermissible envy is like, just a jealous-hearted person. You envy people for what they have. Like if they have some things that you don't have, you know what I'm saying? And you want to have those things for yourself, but at the same time, you want them to lose what they have so that you can have it, and then like you can look better or seem better than them because you have it now and all that. That's not cool. So a lot of people struggle with that kind of thing. Believe that. I'm telling you, a lot of people. But that's why I constantly go. I work on myself. I I just check myself just to make sure that I ain't thinking the wrong thing or nothing. I know I ain't gonna say I know, but I'm just saying I do know, but I ain't gonna just say it like that. But I know that I don't. I always had my own stuff. Always knew how and took care of my own self. I always had my own money. I always had my own girls. I always had my own place to stay, my own crib, my own car. I always had my own stuff, and I had to be like that because nobody never give me nothing, so I always had to have my own stuff. So, but I was inspired by people too. That's another thing. Like if I see you doing well, and you're just doing well, you know what? That's gonna turn me up. That's gonna really make me like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna really be excited for you and excited for myself. Like, wow, especially if you like one of my contemporaries, you know, somebody who I come up with, somebody in my community, and I see you doing well, and I know that you have the same abilities, or either equal or, you know, you got the same abilities, opportunities, and stuff that I have. I always use that as motivation. It motivates me to do better, not to hate. When I became a coach for boxing coaches, I had to learn how to be. You gotta learn how to teach boxing. You can't just teach boxing just because you know how to box. I was already a fighter. I know how to box. I knew how to box, but I didn't know how to teach boxing. And I really learned how to box teaching my kids, but also many other kids, right? But what I'm saying is, I had to know my place in the game. I had to be open to be admonished by people who knew more. I also looked at people that I personally knew in the game who achieved a lot over the years, and I watched them, and I took and used some of their techniques, added into mine, and developed my own stuff, right? But I just never been a hater, no facet of life. I've never been, and I really advise, and I advise against that. I, hold on, I'm ready to get me another call. Yeah, because I ain't coming back out once I go in. Excuse me, miss. Hi. Can I have one? Yeah. Thanks. Um, you know, and it feels good. It feels good me knowing that I never was like that. That's one of the main things that I can really say I've been successful at. Never being, like that. I hate it. Never was like that. You know what I'm saying? Just I never could bring myself to be like that. Even with for people that I personally didn't care for, you know, because I rarely dislike a person. I mostly dislike people I know for a fact dislike me, but I don't even really dislike them. I just know that they suckers because they be disliking me for no reason. Like a lot of most people, because I ain't done nothing to nobody in a lot of years. Meaning since I was a wild young guy, but so a lot of people just hate you because you don't submit to whatever they think you should submit. I don't care. Let the world know. Like, you know, I've been out here on my own since I was 14, 15 years old. Where I come from, can't operate. My thing, that's another reason why I didn't get rich. Like, let's say, for instance, when I used to be running the streets, I didn't get rich because really my goal wasn't to get rich in the streets. I was out there because I was a stupid kid and I wanted to have things that my parents couldn't get me. But at the same time, other people, everybody got goals in life. My goal wasn't to be like the most proficient in, whatever, criminal, drug dealer, all that kind of stuff. No, that wasn't my goal. Really, my goal was to be perceived as someone strong, and also to not be victimized, because it was really like two groups of people, and maybe one in between, a little in between, three groups of people. You had the victims, you had the victimizers, and then you maybe had like the in between. So I think I was like a person who I could, you know, I could be on either side. No. I wasn't the victim. I mean, like, cause I used to I used to let a lot of people go, right? Because I really didn't want to be like that, but I just knew I had to act a certain way, and that's crazy. But you have to grow. I grew out of it, and I started to understand that it took more strength as a man or a woman to be good. It's harder to be good to people. Once I figured that out, you know what I'm saying? once I really figured that out, I really bit off a real big piece of wisdom for life. Doing the right thing, it's easy to do the wrong. It's just easy. It's very easy. You know what I mean? It's easy to turn your nose up at somebody. It's easy to talk shit about somebody they don't deserve. You know what I mean? It's really thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. And you know, I really I'm not as I don't know the heat. I'm not as articulate. I don't know in the heat as I am when it's like when I'm not hot. But you know, I've lived a life. I've lived. Uh, I've been good. I've been bad. You know what I mean? Balance is what the world needs the most. And well, balance and love and balance. You know, because love and respect for others and everybody is one of the strongest cures. It'll cure a lot. You know, I just, but um, one thing that I am starting to see, and I'm very happy about it. See, I've been speaking about certain things for the last couple of years, and I ain't gonna lie, like I've been boycotted and shunned and fronted on by my people in my community. Not everybody, but I'm saying most, right? Either for a lot of different reasons. I said for a lot of different reasons. Either they didn't understand me because they don't know what's going on with me personally or internally, or they think I'm wrong for what I'm saying, some of the things I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. But make a point before I run out of time. I'm starting to witness a lot of people transforming before my very eyes, and I like it. And I'm not going to sit up here and be like, yeah, I've been telling y'all that, but I've been telling y'all that. You know what I'm saying? The same stuff. Like even down to like the hair. People say, oh, bro, running around, he looking crazy, he got dreads, he rocking the dreads, and he acting crazy, talking this mess and blah blah blah. Right? I'm just saying, when you elevate spiritually and mentally, and you step further into who you really was always supposed to be, the hair thing is a part of it. You see, it happened many times before. Like, even back in the day, we started rocking afros back in the day. That was the people's consciousness was going. What then? Like things hurting people. Either they start a war, they flood the hood with drugs, all that kind of stuff start happening, and then the people, the fear, they put the fear, conquer fear. Always conquer fear. If you're scared of the dark, work on it. If you're scared of heights, work on it. If you're scared of the water to swim, work on it. Because fear is one of the main things of how they get you to devolve or to go down. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're elevating, you can easily be brought down using the fear tactics. So work on it. Conquer fear. We all have to conquer fear. We all have to conquer fear using our mind. So just do it. But um, yeah, you know, people coming around. They people coming around. Hey, people. As soon as that cat walk past, my ears started ringing. But the people are coming around. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Very happy about this. And let's love one another. Let's respect each other. You know what I'm saying? Let's at least give each other a pass for the things that we don't understand, and give a person a time, either to communicate what's going on with them. That's if you're close to somebody. If you ain't close to somebody, what the hell you care for what they doing or not? No, they ain't hurting nobody. Let them do what they doing. But if you are close to someone, like you have a family member that's let's say acting strangely. Well, guess what? They taught, not they, but him, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he said, give glad tidings to the strangers. So people who are acting strangely right now are actually of those people, strangers. Wow. You're doing everything that everybody else doing. If you fit right in with 1,000 people, 2,000 people walking down the street and you look just like them, you act just like them, then you're not one of the strangers. Think about that. But the whole thing is for us to learn to love each other the right way, and then make our lives better. Because even with the love thing, I'm gonna speak on it just a little bit. Or I'm speaking on what I love. Love is not like something that should be out of control. It should be based on certain things. And I learned a lot about love through religion, right? Al Mahabba, right? Al Mahabba, love. And love, inside religion was for the sake of God, for the sake of Allah, right? Cool. That's a strong aspect because that means, you're loving somebody because they dedicated, they're loyal to Allah the Most High. You see a person do a certain thing because of Allah. In your eyes, how you see them, right? Okay, cool. You love them for that. That's a good thing. But one thing that I've learned on this particular chapter of my life, this particular journey, is about unconditional love. Like having unconditional love for a person. Because one thing I learned, let's say if I express that I have a different belief system now, I got my own belief system. I set up my own belief system. I put my own self close to Allah, close to God, right? Just being clear about that. But people see that you change your, let's say, your belief system or whatever. They used to love you and they used to mess with you like that, and now they don't mess with you like that, right? So that kind of like forced me into like pondering on what is unconditional love, what it entails. And I had to check myself. Like I said, check myself for everything to make sure how I'm perceiving things. That's why, like, I'm not, there's certain things, like, even with lifestyles and stuff. That's not my lifestyle, so I don't indulge in it, so that's it. But I'm not going to be running around trying to gather people up and lynch people because of whatever it is they're doing in the privacy of their home. Just saying that. Trying to make comparison. But having a soft heart is what we should have towards each other and everything in creation. These animals and these insects, they value their life. You should love them the same way you love people. Their life is just as important. A roach running across the floor their life is just as important to them as yours is to you. And one of the ways how you know that is look when they see you and you get close to them, how they run. They run for their life because their life has value. There's things in creation that you are a roach in comparison to them. So think about that. Imagine, we have what's it called? Like Titan. The Titans were giants. They were giants on this earth. Everything was giant. Please believe it. But so imagine the stature that we are now compared to them is we like roaches. So do you think our lives better? Yes, just like their lives are better than the giants. We are the giants to certain other things. Imagine with a mouse. They look at me, the mouse come in and see you. Oh my God, it's there, the mouse, the giant, the crazy giant. And that mouse want to live. But I pondered on a lot of different things, even like rodents and different kind of like household pests. I learned through pondering and just studying different things are beneficial to us. Because truthfully, like roaches and rats, mice, different things like that, they consume a lot of bad things. It's a lot of bad things in our world that harm us if we didn't have vermin and roaches and all that kind of stuff. Ants picking up food and stuff, and all that stuff. Cats, all that stuff. Everything has a purpose. So Allah, the Most High created all of these things for a reason. So don't be arrogant or ignorant and arrogant, thinking you know better. So I'm just saying respect, because even in Islam, we was taught to order, the pests out of our house a certain amount of time before we go after them. Now I ain't trying to tell you just let them live in the crib with no with impunity. You know what I'm saying? But at least give them a warning, because it's just like people. People ain't gonna just come to your house and live, do what they want to do, and eat your food, go in the refrigerator. Yeah, it's something to say, something. But actually, when I finish this coffee and I walk down, I'm gonna go a different route than I did. That, last week. I'm gonna take a different route. It's another way that I'm gonna get close to the water, because the beach is, but it's this rocky type steep thing where I see people sitting. I drove past it. I really want to go and sit and see what it looked like up close. But yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do now when I finish and walk in. Yeah, so I probably should have went live. This is like a 22-minute video. I should have went live, but yeah, it is what it is. I think I'm gonna go live. How you doing? I'm gonna go live as I how you doing? I'm gonna go live as when I'm walking. And it used to rain so much in Cambodia. Cambodia, it rained a lot. The weather is different here. I mean, it's not so much different. It's different. It doesn't rain as much. It's still the same like temperature wise, but it just don't rain as much. It just don't. Believe it or not, I kind of wish it would. Yeah, but it'll rain. The rain don't cool it down though. That's one strange thing about these tropical places. The rain, it don't make it cooler. But now I wish it would rain though. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's a lot of happiness in this place. It's just I'll be seeing certain things and I'll be like happy. You know what I mean? And, you know, this is a magical place because you see, and see that's another thing. In your mind, you have to understand and know that certain stuff is real. Because you see a lot of older men. That's why I say it's a lot of happiness. I just saw an old cat. He just walked by. And he had like a little nice, pretty young girl with him. Well, not young girl, but she was like a young lady. She was young because he looked like he was like my father's age. He probably was like in his 70s, right? And he was walking with me. He was probably in her 20s. She probably could have been 30. I'm just saying. And shoot, he's winning. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at him. I'm happy for him, actually. Straight winning. But even for the women, because like we got the man versus woman thing, and everybody talk about how women gave up in America, on all this. I don't get into that bullshit. But let's say women, as women, who had the power to manifest for themselves, because it's multiple For every person that exists, every real person, there are multiple realities for you. So just create a reality so you can have some of the things that you want. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know what I mean? Create a reality like that. You know what I'm saying? And worry about yourself. That's why I know this brother American. Yeah, he look like me, and he rocking the K Swiss. He got on some black K Swisses. K Swisses. K Swisses is like the original Air Force Ones on the real tip. We used to rock the K Swisses in the 80s. Yeah, in high school. When I was in high school. My first year in high school was 86. Yeah, September 86, I went to high school. Yeah, my last year was 1990. But um, that's why hating is so much of a waste. Because it's billions and billions of realities for you to slide into where you're winning or you're doing better. But you will never get there if you're putting your energy and your mind power into hating, being envious and jealous of other people, or just worrying about other people. That's just like, like people. No, not people. My pops told me, and I did the best to teach my kids. The ones that I had influence over. Do your job and always do a good job and worry about doing what you're supposed to be doing for yourself. And worry about other people. So I already knew that from since I was a child. So I don't worry about nobody else. I do, but what I'm saying, I don't worry about you in the sense of me. So like I'm thinking about doing what I'm thinking about what I'm trying to do. That's what everybody's supposed to be doing. People who do, if you do that, then you have less time to be hating or worrying about other people. Don't be worrying about what somebody else got. Don't be worrying about dude to his girl. Put your mind power on manifesting what you want. Just keep it basic. It's all basic. It's practical. Everything's practical. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Yeah, let me drink some. Take a swig of this water. Start walking. Yeah. As I come back up the hill, go back in, go buy me another watermelon, another pineapple. Probably give me some mangoes too. I need to get a couple of lemons. You know what? It's a place, it's a spot right across the street. I'm gonna get me some lemons. I'm gonna get the lemons right there. Because the lady, the brother and his wife that I've been buying my food from, they don't be having no lemons. So I'm and okay. Oh, she probably massage. I ain't got no money for no massage today. I ain't gonna lie, I got one a few days back. That was Friday, Saturday. It's good too. 90 minutes. Yeah, it's definitely a good massage. Yeah, the more you it's one of the good things. It's really one of the good things. You really can get a massage, a good massage. I mean, if you got the money for it, you can get it every day. See, I'm not here on vacation, so I'm not here on vacation time like you so I'm here just blowing up. I'm living. I'm living in Thailand, and then wherever I'm at next, that's what I'm living at. So I got to manage, my provisions, right? Which is cool. add it up. Like, yeah, if anybody wants to donate to a good brother to my journey and just my existence, uh, yeah, you will donate to my existence. Either send me something on my Cash App, it's in the bio, or I also is another link. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. You can also donate to my existence. With Buy Me a Coffee link. They're both in my bio. All support is appreciated. Um, and if I don't reciprocate it back to you, it's definitely gonna go back out to the world and the universe because I show love out here in real time on the street in the world. And on that, I would say I love you all, and hopefully I see you soon. Peace.